Well, hello there and good day. Thank you for joining me. I am Frost PDP, and today I want to talk about a concept that's tied between Tribes Ascend and Midair, which just came out. It's not about skiing per se. It's about a subsect of skiing called edging. Now, as a skier myself, I'm used to using almost like a strafe-like function with my legs to apply pressure to one side or another to steer as I go. Watch how in Tribes Ascend I'm just going to hop down this hill and I'm going to kind of turn as I ski down it. So here we go. Whee, right? Big deal. Now I'm pushing to the right and I'm drifting right. I push to the left and I start to drift left. And this is just happening naturally as I go. Yeah, I'm going airborne a little bit and that's occasionally going to lead to a thump. But overall, when I push to the left, I'm skiing left. If I switch and I start pushing to the right, I start skiing to the right. And unless I'm really not going anywhere, I can control, as I slalom left to right, my movement. Now when you're going really slow, it's hard to do that. But when you're going faster, you really notice it. So let's get a little speed going, shall we? I'm pushing to the right. You can notice how I'm sort of going up the hill to the right. And I'm eventually going to run out of speed and get captured again by gravity. That's okay. Now I'm pushing to the left and I'm swooping to the left, right? This is edging in my book. This is what I would consider edging because I'm kind of controlling how I'm skiing. Now, occasionally I can jetpack to control my motion better, but it's very fluid. Everything I do has a, I guess you could call it a long arc to it. If you start slowing it down again, you use the booster pack. And look, by edging to the right, I can choose where over the hill I go. I'm going to go to the left. You see how I come over the hill? I don't even come over the hill. I run out of energy. Now let's try to go back through this little hill again, except go to the right this time and watch what happens. First, let me charge up my batteries. I'm coming at the hill straight on, but I'm going to ski to the right this time. Look at that. I snuck over this way, and now I have a different vantage point on it. So in one case, I was able to ski to the left and abort going over the hill entirely by killing my own momentum. In the other case, I was able to ski to the right and come around the hill at an odd angle so that if I knew there was someone over the hill, well, boom, I just surprised them. This reminds me of a concept in Mario called play control, where when you jump in the air, right, Mario doesn't just follow a natural pattern, you can control him as he goes. And you can even see as I'm playing in Tribes, right, I'm going to get really airborne. Now, I'm going to push to the right. Boom. You see how I slid to the right? I'm going to get really airborne again. I'm going to even kill my jetpack at 0. Now, I'm going to grind to the left. And you see how I drift to the left in that? That's play control. That's being able to control how you fall. I'm going to switch over to Midair's training mode now. And we're going to take a look at how training mode. And I'd like to demonstrate a little bit of the concept I'm talking about, which is edging. This is just me skiing down the hill. I'm hitting the ski button and nothing more. You can see how I kind of just followed the contours of the hill, right? Let's reset and let's try again. Let's get all the way up there. Let's maybe even turn around. Now I'm going to try mashing the side-to-side buttons to see what happens. You can hear how I'm mashing the buttons, and I don't turn side to side until I'm in the air. I'm just going to keep on ski mode. Now, in the air, I can slide however I want. I can edge. But on the ground, I really can't. Or if I can, it's so slow that it's hardly noticeable. Watch this. I'm just pressing to the right. I'm just trying to slide to the right, and I'm just not until the hill affords me it. Now, if I go up in midair, I can slide around a bit. I can slide around to the left, I can strafe to the right. It's almost like strafing. Edging and strafing are very similar. I'm sure I've said that before, but, you know, the way I'm trained to play it from Tribes Ascend is very different from the way it works in midair. That's not a bad thing, but for the concept of legacy skill, which is skill from an old game applying to a new game, typically relating to the same series, but not necessarily. And by the way, that jetpack does not feel the same either. it's really leaving you at the mercy of the physics of whatever the little nuances in the ground are. You know, if the ground goes straight, I'm going to go straight. And it doesn't give me that much room for changing things. As for the jetpack, I'm still not 100% sure how it works. It hasn't really been explained what little factors go into it. Like, for example, if I face down, am I going to just go straight down? I am. If I face out, so it seems like the jetpack goes wherever I go. But that's another topic, and I don't want to get off track. The point is, whereas in Tribes Ascend you can edge to the sides as you wish, in Midair it doesn't really feel like you have that kind of control. In Mario, I've heard this term referred to as play control. Being able to control your movement as you go. It's how Mario can jump one direction and then back off and go a different direction. But we don't really seem to have that here. And that's sort of what I'm concerned about. So I'm back in Midair's challenge room. I just recorded the Tribes Ascend portion of this. And there's a little more comparison than I would have thought, but they are still very different. And the thing I've noticed is that Midair does not even have that I can find anyway, a feature where you can test maps out to play on them to learn optimal strategies, which is just interesting. So I'm trying again skiing around, and I'm noticing that, I do the best skiing when I just jetpack around. Now I'm trying to ski with contours in mind, and I'm not going to make this jump, am I? Maybe I am. Yes, I did. Okay. So, right here is where, like, I'm at the mercy of the slope. Like, I'm banking as hard as I can to the left, and I'm just not getting anywhere. If I do this, I might even make it to the hover pad that I didn't know was there. To sum up this video real quick, I'm trying to ski left, I'm trying to ski right. I'm trying to ski left, I'm jumping. This one actually I remember being easier than yellow. And as you can see in these hills here, it would be nice to be able to follow the contours of the hill a little better. To be able to swoop to the left like I'm pushing instead of just going over the edge and possibly dying. So I think that edging is an essential aspect of any ski jetpack shooter game. I don't know that I would say Midair has done a better job than Tribes Ascend. This is just a personal preference thing, though. I happen to enjoy Ascend's movement more. Your mileage will vary, but I suggest you get into both games and try them out for yourself. I can make a whole other video about jetpacking and even this jumping to some extent, but you know, that's a whole other topic. My big thing is, like, I'm pushing down and back right now to control my landing, and I just couldn't. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say is I splat myself into a wall and shoot through the wall, even though I was hoping to bounce back. So I'm going to die. But the point is, your mileage will vary, and I encourage you to get into both Tribes Ascend's different maps and Midair's different, well, singular but 3 different branches of skiing terrain you can practice on. And I encourage you to give it a shot and see what you think. Leave a comment, let me know what you like better, if this video helped you understand any of the differences. We're back in Ascend, and we're just gonna glide around a little bit. You can see what I mean, how easily I can slide to the right. I can restore my movement to center, start sliding down a hill, maybe get around this tree, and now I can glide to the left a little bit. This is what I feel is missing in Midair. I really honestly do. And I feel like that and some tweaks to physics would make it a better game. That's me. Your mileage, again, will vary. It's different for every player. We each like different things. What I think is Ascend's strength, you might think is Ascend's weakness. But that's us. That's just how people differ in games, and that's why it's a good thing there's choice involved here. Or at least choice insofar as the games are up and running and alive. But that's it for me. I'm going to leave you with this. If you agree or disagree or just want to share your thoughts, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It really does help the channel grow. It lets me know what you're watching so I can make more of it, and I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And as always on this channel, La Paz. Second hit, it's gonna miss completely. La Paz.